What's up? Introductions, I guess, would be in order for the first clip. I'm Zex. My channel is going to be covering quite a bit of topics from anime to gaming. I'll be getting into different streaming videos, as well as clipping different animes, going over TV shows, movies, and pretty much trying to piss you all off with what's fact, not opinion. And I encourage you all to argue with me about it, because at the end of the day, they're not opinions. I figured for the first one, instead of just a simple introduction of, hey, this is who I am, I'm gonna jump right into it with one of the hottest topics that people always seem to complain about: newer generation gamers versus older generation gamers. Everyone's always saying the other's the one who ruined gaming itself. Well, the answer's simple: they both suck. They both fucked it all up. Newer generation gamers, we're going to start with them. Because at the end of the day, they like things on easy. They like to be able to mod and glitch and cheat. On top of that, they can't beat anything properly beyond easy mode. And because of this, all the newer generation games are catering to that mentality. Games are now shorter because the newer gamers can never stay attached to one game longer than 2 days before they're begging their parents for another one. So now you got games coming out that are shorter, that are easier to beat, so they are beaten easier. Games that are released with options to add mods, which normally I wouldn't complain too much. But when you are playing a Call of Duty game and there's a mod with your friends where you could just add flying for the fuck of it, then you have achievements. The newer generation just doesn't give a fuck about achievements, doesn't give a fuck about playing on higher difficulties. And that has affected the gaming community, especially with the development of new games. I mean, if you're part of the older generation, you know, for instance, the God of War series. There were certain difficulties that you would unlock only by completing certain difficulties prior. Then you had certain Call of Duty games where the first zombie map ever released, you didn't unlock that until you beat a specific difficulty. Now that's just not the case. Achievements, unlockables, they're not important. They all want to just be able to buy them as a DLC, which makes things even more expensive. Call of Duty's taking a big hit because now everything is just a DLC. Call of Duty's a dead game. But you can't just blame the younger generation. They're not the only one that fucked it up. You got the older generation, the ones that had the first pick at content creation, YouTubing, VTubing. They're the ones who are going on these games and streaming the new meta, finding the glitches in the systems of what guns are the OP versions of that game at that moment. And now, everyone and their mother is using the same damn thing. The individuality is just shot. The only difference between your gun and my gun is mine is blue and yours is pink. There's no fun to that. Older generation gamers remember the day of the clans, when it was fun to actually group up under a singular name. That's what you look forward to coming home. You get onto a lobby, you hear people screaming and cursing and having fun and laughing, and you just make friends. Clans are a dead thing. Now the only thing close to clans that really hold any weight are still the competitive teams, but even they're getting caught using cheats. Most of the platforms don't even care about it. YouTubers sell out. Their opinions on games and what they have to say about games, it's all about the cash. None of them actually have a real opinion without having to lose a buck out of their pocket. Older generation gamers always want to complain about how much things have gotten difficult, where you have gun skill from our day versus movement skill from current. Well, we have a saying that we used to yell all the time, and it works for this moment as well. Get good. Of course, the newer generation of games are going to cater to the newer generation of players, but the new generation of players, we honestly are the ones that created how they play, what they do with the content that we've released. It's destroyed a lot of what gaming used to be. When gaming multiplayer first came out, everyone was just too damn excited because you finally got to play with people that were like you, that were exactly into what you were into. It was a connection for a community of people that were already feeling outcasted. Friendships and bonds were made stronger than those they knew in real life. So as far as the topic of who's destroyed what, let's face it. Everyone's destroyed it. Their own mentality. Either it's a money-grabbing scheme or just what's hot and what's in right now. Is there a way to fix it? I have loved games my whole life. I can honestly say I don't think there's a way to come back from that. At the end of the day, they're going to keep releasing games to cater to the new generation, but yet the old and newer generations of YouTubers, streamers, they're going to do nothing but release the same stuff, the same metas, the same exploits. There's just no fun to be had in it. There are a few groups out there that I've talked to that are trying to be what it used to be with the clans. It just doesn't hit the same. But as I said, we will be covering many different topics that I do hope people will argue with me about, or at least have their own opinions on. Keep in mind, if you choose to whine about something I said, I'm just going to find it very amusing. Because, I mean, what do you have to say that I haven't already heard from tons of other people? But hey, I got plenty of things to talk about, a lot of things to cover. I look forward to being able to stream different games, cover different topics. We will not be covering exploits or what's the metas. We are going to cover the basics of what games provide what makes them fun, and I do hope that any of the content I release at least provides a little bit of entertainment for any of you. Get good.